Is the Erie Canal shallow?
This lock could take an hour.
The door opened vertically. A little scary looking. I mean, how can you not just want to stop? Hi, we're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Breakfast? You know some breakfast? Good morning. We have an early departure today, leaving the lock wall. We don't want to get waked too much, and even though it's all no wake, we don't want to slam into this wall. And we have some miles to do today. We're also gonna experiment. And yesterday we had some iffy lock tenders at the end of the day. So today we're gonna cruise at the beginning of the day to see if they're like happy and excited and chipper in the morning. So let's see how that goes. Lock 16, lock 16. This is the trawler on your wall. Over. I see you opening the gate now. We will start our approach. Thank you. Let's do it.
Bow lines off.
Feeling like I have a little tickle in my throat, so I don't know if I'm getting sick or not. So I'm gonna take it easy today. I don't know how much we're actually gonna cruise. It kind of just came on all of a sudden, but luckily the lock tender has opened the gates for us via GTG, and I'm just waiting for Jen to set up the starboard side of the boat because it's nicer for us to lock on that side because we can see more. This one's pretty. It's not a dam here.
Yeah.
There's a dam, I guess, all the way over there, right?
Yeah, all the way over there. Like, I think this is like an island in between, like where the water dam is.
We're an island boat.
Just trying to make it.
Ollie, you have this thing under wrap. Jump up and
We were just talking about how beautiful the Erie Canal is, and we were comparing it to our experience in the Dismal Swamp Canal in the Carolina-Virginia border. The Erie Canal is equally as beautiful as the Dismal Swamp because you have this mirrored effect in the early hours of the morning, and I presume towards the later evening hours as well. But we were talking about how there's a lot more logs and debris in the Erie Canal than there are in the Dismal Swamp Canal. In the Dismal Swamp Canal we would maybe see like just a few, but here we've seen a ton. And we've even seen like on the side, like on a bank, just piles and piles of big like trees, essentially, just full on trees. So it's been very interesting to see and compare this experience. If you're ever wondering, is the Erie Canal shallow? Yes, it is. We hit 4.7 feet under the keel. However, they are dredging it because we just passed a dredge and they are currently working on the area that was very shallow.
Coming on to Lock 20, and it's really like, it's even more prettier. Like every like lock we go, it's like, wow, it just gets more and more beautiful. And here there's like a bunch of exposed rock, and we heard that there's a place called Moss Rock or Moss Island right on the other side of this lock where you can frequently see rock climbers. So there's good rock climbing in upstate New York, and this is not one of the best places, but it's one of the places that you go to if you aren't gonna go all the way out to the better places. And then the lockmaster yesterday told us this lock could take an hour. So we're gonna just see how long it takes us. I mean, there's not much we can do. We'll just sit and enjoy it. He said it's a 40-foot lock, which will be our biggest lock yet. Holy crap, that is a big lock.
This lock looks intimidating. It does not look as big as some of the locks from the Flight of Five, but the way that it's constructed makes it look a little bit more, I don't know, a little scary looking.
Ollie, how are you enjoying the lock so far? Lots of places to go run around, huh?
This lock is kind of cool. The door opened vertically, not horizontally and like out. So it's like a garage door almost.
We're parking pivot in a garage.
Yeah.
Alright, alright, alright.
And remember, port side tie.
Yeah.
Whoa now. Whoa, Nelly.
This is awesome.
This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is wild.
It feels like we're in a water park.
It does. This is so cool.
So we've learned, we put Fred's motor down instead of out for this, so that way I don't have to worry about it hitting. Learning. This is one of the highest lift locks in the world. We came up a total of 40.5 feet. It's pretty incredible. So we have a couple phone calls to make. So we decided just to pull off here at the lock and tie off the boat, turn off the boat, take care of business, and then continue moving westbound just after that. And it's cool, we did see some of the rock climbers here. It just seems like an amazing place to climb. Like the rock is like perfectly set up for it. It's awesome.
For lunch, I whipped up an everything but the kitchen sink kind of salad. It was basically everything that's left in our fridge, all the produce, all the leftover veggies, random stuff that we've had for the past few weeks that might be almost on their last leg. Put them in the salad. One of the things I did special for the salad is I'm using the bread that we bought at the farmer's market in Troy. It's a little stale, so I made it into some croutons and it's just topping the salad. They taste really good so far. The last thing is I made a vinaigrette with some shallots, honey, Dijon mustard, red wine vinegar, and olive oil, salt and pepper. And that's topped on our salad that has, there's radishes, tomatoes, avocado, chives, chickpeas, croutons, and I think that's it. Oh, kale and lettuce. Oh, and cucumber. So it's a smorgasbord. Lunch was delicious, and as we were eating, a local stopped by and said that there's a really great hike, and he went to and did the entire hike in the time it took us to go through the lock. Oh, jeez for this. Holy Toledo.
See why it's called Moss Rock.
Yeah, it is covered. It is covered with moss.
And it's a rock.
And it's a rock.
So what we heard was that from the same local that told us about this hike, we heard that they were originally going to build the bridge that was right before the lock through this island. But a bunch of people stepped up and said, no, there's a really cool geological feature here. It's really, really, really old. So let's preserve it for future generations. And that's what happened. And now the bridge kind of cut over to the island on the other side. And instead of tearing this down, and now we're able to enjoy it, which is kind of cool. I spot a wild pivot.
Hi, pivot. Hi, pivot.
And so these are the rocks that people have been climbing. You can tell it looks very suitable. Alright, we're going back.
We seem to have gotten lost.
We did absolutely, we're 100% lost.
Yeah. So
let's go back to the trail ahead and take the other trail around.
Okay. Great.
I 100% did not expect this to be like this much of a hike. Like this is a legit hike. Like we should be having our hiking shoes on. I shouldn't really be wearing my city clothes. It's been a long time since we've been to the laundry though. That's about all I got. Ollie, find the path back home. Looks like a trail to me.
I don't know. I think we're lost.
Ollie, we were supposed to keep the directions.
This lock E17, was built over 100 years ago. It was built 1908 to 1916. Wow, that's 8 years to build this thing. That's incredible. Holy cow.
This has got to be like the coolest lock we've been through yet.
Second. I second that.
It's incredible, the engineering behind this. And now since we've been here for so long, we get to see the next round of boats coming through, including
halfling. We've met them before on the Sea Dory, but wow, that's just a spectacle to behold. Now it is time for us to continue our journey today. We are going to pivot our plans. We were going to stay at Lock 20 because it has power and it's just a good launching point for Lake Oneida, which is our next cruise. However, locks close at 5. It's 1:50. We have 2 more locks to go and 20 miles, so I really doubt we're going to be making that last lock. It's possible, but most likely not. So we'll just see where we end up. There's lots of free dockage here on the Erie, so everything will be fine. Alright, Jen is going to try taking us off the dock today from here. I'm going to be right here with her. Yeah! Practice makes perfect. Alright, so first step. Okay.
High five.
Just keep a look at your stern. If your stern is getting close, go forward, jockey. And if your bow is getting close, you leave your bow thruster. It's off.
Okay.
Bow is off.
Okay.
Keep an eye on your stern. Your bow is getting a little close. Bow thrusting over. Bow thrusting more. One more jump. Yep, out of gear.
Out of gear.
Now even out your wheel.
Okay.
You might
1,
need to use your bow thruster again.
2, and I should be center.
Alright, now bow thruster to keep move your bow over. Yep. And now just drive off.
Forward.
Yep. And keep an eye on your bow to see if it really is center or not. You're kind of going a little bit more starboard, so you're going to want to bring your bit of a left.
Okay.
Good job. That's the best one yet.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Wow. Oh, cute. And little Adirondack chairs out. This little spot here. It looks really cute, so we're just stopping.
We just punched it in reverse.
Yeah, we punched it in reverse. Now we're floating back down the river. It just looks so cute. I mean, there's 4 little red Adirondack chairs sitting out there. I mean, how can you not just want to stop? That looks so cute.
Also, I was thinking about this as soon as we left, is that the next lock will probably wait for this lock to finish because there's 3 boats in this lock. So we're probably going to be waiting in the next 2 miles. Might as well wait in an Adirondack chair with an amazing view. Wow.
Cool.
Oh, look at this. Look at the balconies over the water. That's awesome.
As we were walking around, we found a grocery store, and we haven't been to the grocery store since Staten Island, which is about 2.5 weeks ago. So we have been in dire need of some groceries, and so Elliot's just gone in to pick up a few, just key items, so that way we can kind of wait a little bit longer before a bigger grocery haul. You got 2 bags.
Mission accomplished. Too bad we didn't bring our own bags. It'd be easier to carry, but We didn't know there was a grocery store here, so we just pivoted and got some stuff. We got a little snack, some pineapple lemonade kombucha. It's a hot day today. Not feeling well. Hopefully this will help a little bit. I'm gonna walk around Main Street carrying these groceries, head back to Chateau Pivot.
But most importantly, Elliot's gonna eat his banana. He's been dying for a banana.
Do you think I got enough bananas?
Oh my God. You got 2 big bunches of bananas. The man hasn't had a banana in like a week and a half.
I'm bananas for bananas, baby. This city was one of the biggest cities for the dairy industry in the late 19th and 20th centuries, early 20th century. That's one of the reasons why Little Falls is so happening.
How cool.
It's really neat, yeah.
That was a good pit stop. Highly recommend to come to Benton Landing or just Little Falls in general. Highly recommend. It was super cute. I wish we had more time here, but we gotta go.
Pivot is an absolute disaster too, as you can tell. Oh my word.
What's new?
No, Pivot's normal clean. Oh.
Good girl, Ollie.
Time for our last lock of the day because we don't have any more time. Lock 18.
Making winter soften, seasons only, nature calling, always changing.
The buzz. So log 18 has these cables, which we love. They're easier than the lines because you just wrap your midship cleat around it and you go straight up, and it doesn't really kind of like catch on it, so it just makes it really easy for us. If you had a really big boat, you might need another line. I don't know, but for us it works well. Jump in.
Thanks.
Big shout outs for Ollie for being the last man standing on the boat. Good job, high five. Good job, high five. Hey, give me a high five. You did a good, come on. Paul, high five. Yeah. You wanna do the honors? Come on. Up, up. Oh, that's close. Come on. Good job! High five! We have been making the most of our time here at this canal dock, and we got some work done for a couple hours. It's like the story of our lives on the loop. have a lot of fun, a lot of play, a lot of excitement, and then work. But you know, that's okay, because that is the reason why we are able to be out here doing this, because of hard work, and it pays off. And so now basically we're grilling out. We got some marinated tofu that Jen made, some zucchini and squash like seasoned up, and then we have some potatoes diced up, some onions on the grill right now. And one thing is, going to Canada, we are not allowed to bring any produce. So we are using it. I mean, we are not that long, not that many days before we're in Canada. Anywhere between, I don't know, 5 days to 12 days or something, I would say, maybe, depending on weather and everything. Probably more like 12 days, I would say, 10 to 12 days. So it's close. And Jen is working out, so she's doing an Apple Fitness workout. I'm doing a 12-ounce curl. So, you know, I'm not gonna work out because I wasn't feeling that great today. But, yeah.
Honey, there's plenty, I don't believe. Plenty of things that mean nothing. But if there's one thing I know to be, oh, I know what you mean to me. I know what you mean to me. You've got a story I wanna read. You've got a meaning that matters to me. I know there's many more to be seen, but I know what you mean to me. I know what you mean to me. Yes, I know, I know, I know what you mean.
Grilling is officially done, and what a beautiful sunset here on the Erie. And we have a fireworks celebration tonight. Like, could today get any better? The city of Harkonnen, I think that's the city name. It's basically the next city on the Erie, even before the next lock, is having a fireworks celebration. So obviously this video will be coming out later than when it was filmed, but today is June 30th, so it's only a few days before the 4th of July, hence the fireworks.
We only have one light on because we're trying to keep the light down so that way mosquitoes aren't attracted to the boat and we don't get a lot of bugs in here, because last night I went on a killing spree. It wasn't quite like
blood all over the ceiling, like in the bedroom.
Oh yeah. So it's not as bad, not as many bugs as Cumberland Island, but there's a lot of bugs. So we're only having one light. But anyway, dinner. We have some grilled potatoes, some zucchini and yellow squash, as well as some barbecue tofu with like a homemade barbecue sauce. So it's gonna be good. The idea for dinner tonight was to keep as much cooking outside because it's pretty hot tonight, and we had hoped initially to go all the way to a lock where we could have power so we could run our AC, but you have to pivot in life, and that's what we did. So we grilled out, and
it looks delicious. Bon appetito.
You keep me steady, ship on the sea. You anchor me down and you float next to me. Honey, I'm ready, I know what I need, and I know what you mean to me.
Well, we didn't see any fireworks. We did hear them. We did hear them, but we didn't see them, so it is what it is. We were heading to bed. We were planning, as you guys know, to be at lock 20 today, which would have had power, but the other added benefit of being at that lock would have meant that we didn't have to move tomorrow, because tomorrow it's windy and we'd have to cross Lake Oneida, and that's just not a good recipe. So that was the plan. But since that didn't happen, we are moving tomorrow, probably to lock 20, maybe all the way to lock 22. We'll see, or whatever the last lock is before Oneida. We'll see. But thank you guys for watching our video. The lock today was insane. It was incredible. Like something we won't forget. See you guys next time. Bye.
It's like that sound is like where they get the inspiration for scary movies.
You think we may have lost the path?
Huh?
We're forging new paths. Onward! Okay. And then I'm here for you, so you just stay calm,
Just
alright?
yell at you.
And an Adirondack trail. Trail.
Oh my god. It doesn't tell me that there's food all up in my teeth.
What you mean to me? What you mean to me? What you mean to me?